Tell you something for the first time, Julian.
Go on, tell me, Bob. What we talking about?
Basically, it's about a group of Asians.
Grooming gangs?
How do you know?
Oh, you said Asians, and I just presumed you meant grooming gangs.
Well,
it really was about. I was joking. It's not grooming gangs.
Well, unfortunately, that's what it's come down to.
Oh, it is grooming gangs.
That's what it has come down to.
Asians grooming gangs.
Asians grooming girls, not girls, little girls. You know, okay. How low can you go? I mean, I always associated grooming or, you know, these disgusting, perverted individuals with people who are not familiar with having females around. Maybe they, you know, don't know how to act. Also, you know, they're associated with probably drugs, alcohol. You know, there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it. But when I see young guys who were grown up in this country, 21, 22, 25, 28, 29, come on. And then they're going around and they're, you know, basically picking up young girls, I mean, impressionable young girls, as young as like 11 years old, 12 years old.
That's pretty terrible. Obviously, we mentioned the race thing because people are making a deal about the race thing. For me, that's just a distraction. I mean, this goes on in every community. If we found examples of it in the Asian community or whichever community, it should be criticised for what it is and not within the context of race.
That's a good thing. You've raised that now. You've basically said that this goes on in every community. But why is it that Asians are being targeted, and why do they always have to associate it to a religion? Why is that? This is the question that we always have to ask. Why is a crime associated to a religion?
Well, who is associating it with religion?
The media, the government, even the government. I mean, when they highlight these stories, they say Pakistani Muslim or Asian Muslim. You know.
Well, you know what? Funny, I've seen things on Facebook where Britain First, the new name for the new name for the BNP or the EDL or whatever they call themselves this week, for the right wing, they've been highlighting articles where it talks about the grooming gangs, and they've said, oh, why didn't they mention that they were Asian? Are they afraid? Are they being politically correct? So they aren't always mentioning it, but there will always be someone who wants to mention it, and then when it is from someone within their own community, well, then race doesn't matter.
All I ever see in the media is it highlighted all the time. You know, the race is always highlighted, the religion is always highlighted, and, you know, it's something that we just can't get away from. But if someone else done a similar crime from another race, you know, it's just said, oh, you know, the guy had a mental issue and, you know, he's been dealt with. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so, but anyway, there's no excuse for it. So I was going to say the P word that ends with I. I'm not going to say that. Stay away from your laptops. Get out of the house. Get a hobby. Stay away from alcohol. Stay away from drink. Stay away from little girls. And get yourself a damn hobby.